Hey there, you great people. So yes, another barbecue in the garden, but I'm going to have some wonderful combinations for you today, including some nice British beef quarter-pound burgers. So going up first on the barbecue here, we have one of these jumbo raw king prawns with 6 of the jumbo prawns on and a tomato on the end. I always put a tomato on the end of these skewers. It would be chicken, beef, pork, lamb, prawns, whatever, because it just helps keep them on the actual skewer. On the actual prawns themselves, I've put salt, pepper, a little bit of garlic powder, about the same amount of ginger powder, similar amount of chili powder, lemon juice, lime juice, salt and pepper as well. Oh, and some coriander leaf. I'm going to put this on the barbecue here, just off towards the edge, and you've seen enough of my videos by now. These only take a few minutes literally to cook until the prawns, because these are raw ones, have changed colour to a nice pinkish colour. So literally within about 2 minutes, towards the middle and edge of the barbecue, these prawns, as you can see, have definitely changed colour, and they're like an orangey pink now. A little bit of nice charring on them as well from the flames, and the tomato is nicely done and charred as well. This will be absolutely delicious. I'm not sure what I'm going to put on next, but you will see in a second. So I'm going to skip the burgers and skewers for a minute, and I'm going to do this Hereford beef fillet steak. Probably the best cut of beef you can ever get, a fillet steak, you know, absolutely premium. What I'm going to do quickly is put it on the barbecue off towards the edge here, and just put a good grind of salt and pepper on the steak. I'll do that in a second. Give me a moment. I'll put it on the barbecue, salt and pepper, and I'll show you what it looks like. Here we go. Here is the beef fillet steak now put on the barbecue. As you can see, I've seasoned it very, very heavily and well with plenty of pink Himalayan sea salt and black pepper. And yes, I put quite a lot on there, but remember, some of the actual seasoning, the salt and pepper, will get a little lost in the barbecue when we turn the steak and so on. So always overdo the seasoning on steaks, because some will get lost in the pan if you're doing it at home in the kitchen. If you're doing it on the barbecue, then some will get lost in the barbecue. So put a little bit more salt and pepper than you normally would. We're going to leave this off towards the edge of the barbecue for a moment, but then I'm going to get it on the middle to really char it and seal this steak, probably for a minute or two. Flip it over, still in the middle of the barbecue, another minute or two to seal it on the other side, and then pull it off back towards the edge here, and do it probably 3 or 4 minutes each side, slightly off the heat. So this nice piece of beef fillet steak, I've literally obviously seasoned it near the edge of the barbecue here, and I've put it in the middle of the barbecue just under the flames here, because we want to seal it in to keep all those nice juices in the steak. I've done it for about 2 minutes now in the middle of the barbecue, so what I'll do is flip it over like that and do it for another 2 minutes on the other side, and then once we've done that, we'll pull it all the way back here towards the edge of the barbecue, and I'll probably do it for 4 or 5 minutes each side towards the edge of the barbecue, and it should be good to go then. I want it about medium well. Obviously that's personal preference. People like the steaks done completely different. Some like well done, some like rare, medium. I like mine sort of medium well. So once this steak is ready, which will be not too long, then I'll show you what it looks like and we'll cut into it. So as I said, I've done the beef fillet steak for about 2 or 3 minutes each side in the middle of the barbecue. Then I moved it back towards the edge for another 2 or 3 minutes, then back in the middle for another minute each side. It looks really damn good, and about the right amount of cooking I want on it. Let's put it on the plate here. I've got my rather fancy bushcraft knife here. I'm gonna have to try and do this one-handed, so we'll see how tender the steak is. I might even try and use a fork. One moment to try and cut this. It's really difficult with one hand. 1 second. Let's put a bit of the steak, or even cut it in half, and I'll show you what it looks like in the middle. It's probably a little bit rarer than I'd like, but it probably is about medium well. So the steak, and this is a good tip sometimes with all sorts of meat, I've literally just cut in half, if you can even see it through the smoke here. Still not quite there, so that's about a medium at the moment. I want it medium well, like I said, that is my preference completely. So we're going to give it about another minute each side on the middle of the barbecue here, and then try some out, and I'll show you and tell you what it tastes like. Like I was saying just now, I did this towards the middle of the barbecue, then the edge, and then the middle again. And I'd say that's about, if you can see properly, a perfect medium well, and still absolutely delicious, and it will melt in my mouth. Again, just salt and black pepper on this. We're losing light now, as you could probably see. We're about 8:30 in the evening. However, I'm going to enjoy this very quickly and hopefully get one more thing on this barbecue for you. Right, so before we lose light completely, I'm going to put my last thing on the barbecue. I know I've got chicken skewers, I've got another prawn skewer, I've got sausage skewers as well to go, plus a couple of sausages to go in a hot dog roll and all that. It's very, very difficult sometimes recording out in the dark, and especially when you only have two hands, you know. So what we're going to do now is put this very, very nice British beef £1/4 on, which I've seasoned quite nicely with salt and black pepper on both sides, and then this very large white roll or bun, whatever you want to call it. On this I've literally put 1 teaspoon of Heinz burger sauce, 1 teaspoon of Frank's America's #1 yellow mustard, and also 1 teaspoon of tomato sauce or ketchup, whatever you want to call it. So we'll get that on the barbecue now, and I'll show you what it's like when it's done. As you can probably see, without the camera smoking up the lens, got the barbecue on here. I'm toasting these buns off towards the edge of the barbecue for about a minute until they're a little bit crunchy, a little bit firmer. The burger we're literally going to do on the middle of the barbecue for around about 3 or 4 minutes each side until the juices, as you can see, run clearer, and then we'll be good to go. Like I said, we're losing light now. We're about 9 o'clock in the evening, so I'll call it a day here now for this barbecue. I'm sorry I didn't get to show you everything, but my god, there'll be way more barbecues to come. Fishing, shooting soon, and like I said towards the start of this video, I will be literally on the other side of the world within the next few weeks. That's all I'll say. So the content is going to be fantastic. Please do subscribe if you're not subscribed, because you're going to be missing out on great content. Also remember, please now like this video, especially subscribe, like I keep saying, it's important to me. Hit the notification bell and also share these videos as well. Thank you once again for tuning in and watching, and spending your time literally just watching me filming these videos. And thank you very much. Have a great day, have a great week, and I'll see you all later on.